Thank you and good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen from the STEM Coalition. Also a very warm good morning from all the people who are following us online. And schönen guten Morgen and greetings from Budapest. I would like to sincerely thank you for having the EIT and for giving us the opportunity to present how we work and how we actually get to these results that the Commissioner kindly mentioned already in her introduction. Let me start a bit with the background on the EIT, because there is a bit to know about how we actually get to these results. In a nutshell, the EIT is an innovation machine. We are here to help to get ideas out of the garage, out of the laptop, and to make them become a reality. We have the feet on the ground, as you have already heard, to make this happen. And if you imagine flying cars or navigation belts for blinds, you will think probably this is science fiction, but no, it's results and products and innovations already produced by the EIT. And you can see from these examples that our work is actually very STEM focused, and our entire organization is crucially linked to STEM. Hence, we have to go an extra mile to achieve gender equality. I would say gender equality is part of the EIT's DNA and at the core of everything we do and we touch. And our logic, hence, is powering innovation is not only financing innovators, but we believe strongly that innovation needs actually to start very early on and needs a pipeline of ideas, talent, and supporting environment, which is tailor-made to the needs of the young generation who needs to come up with innovations. And here we mean all talents, women and men equally. Because innovators are not only the people on the market who have already a bright idea in a product. No, this starts actually at the earliest stage, and we're equipping the people with what they need to succeed, rather with a prefixed support. So 2008 was already mentioned as a crucial year, and that was actually also the start of the EIT. So with more than a decade of existence of the EIT's largest existence, the EIT is the largest innovation ecosystem in Europe. And we are proud to say that we have around 3,000 partners working with us in 60 innovation hubs across Europe and even beyond. We have antennas in Silicon Valley as well as in Israel. We believe that our success is very much based on our unique approach, namely the ecosystem building. We unite business, research, and education in the so-called knowledge in innovation communities. You've heard about the KICs, and we have 8 KICs as such, and they're working in areas that are very STEM heavy, covering renewable energies, raw materials, digitization, health, and others. And we know that women are not represented equally in these areas. So what do? They deliver innovation through entrepreneurial education programs, innovative research projects, and business creation and acceleration services. Over the past decade, we have supported more than 3,800 ventures, helped create 1,400 products and services, and helped to raise 4 billion in external investment. We have also graduated over 3,000 master and PhD students and enrolled more thousands in training programs. We know that the share of women is around 30%, while it actually greatly varies across the different KICs, and the spread is around 20 to 45%. With our unique approach, we are also proud to say that we have already achieved EIT-backed startups that have reached a unicorn status. You might have heard about Northvolt, a company strongly supported by InnoEnergy in a very early stage. This company is developing the greenest lithium-ion batteries, or for example, Lilium Aviation, which has been backed by EIT Climate KIC that was mentioned earlier, who has designed the first electric vertical takeoff and landing jet, which we call a flying taxi. So if you would like to describe the EIT in one sentence, I would say we're about breaking down barriers and borders for more innovation. And I have to highlight here again that we cannot do this effectively without women. So some interesting stats in this context. World Bank studies have shown that women entrepreneurs make actually a significant contribution to the economic growth, not only in developing countries, but also in high-income countries. And the European Commission's report on women in digital age has found that investment in female-founded startups, they perform actually 63% better than exclusively male-founded startups. At the same time, we know from the statistics from the European Commission Startup Monitor that only 17% of female startup founders are there. So there is a lot to do. And these figures represent for the EIT a clear call to action. And we believe we have actually a lot to contribute to this game. From a strategic, so how do we do this? From a strategic perspective, in the next 7 years, we were requested to pay particular attention to gender balance and a gender-sensitive approach. We are strongly committed carving out an inclusive and diverse innovation ecosystem. This includes, as I've mentioned before, more tailor-made innovation opportunities and especially supporting women innovators. We have created for this as a long-term EIT strategy, which is then translated in the EIT community's internal organization, but also above all in its operation. So how do we walk the talk inside the EIT? First, the EIT itself is currently led by a female chair, Mrs. Joya Getzi, and she is the chair of the governing board. She is supported by a governing board that is made up of 50% women who come from a broad background, including aeronautics, such as nuclear energy engineering and industrial engineering. So you can see we translate this goal also in our leadership. In addition, just this month, a new female president of the EIT alumni was appointed. Her name is Anca Del Rio, and she's set to represent over 15,000 alumni from all over the CECs. She herself is an innovator who founded the Digital Aid Project, a global COVID resilience and response initiative. In addition, we know that women have actually very limited access to business networks. So to solve this, the EIT alumni community has created a Women at EIT initiative, which is a vibrant, unique network of women from the EIT community, connecting students, alumni, and also senior community members, with the aim to grow together. This network has over 700 female students, and they're also spanning across all the EIT CECs. Now, looking at the operations, which is of course core for us, because this is where the actual machinery sits and where the change is coming from. Of course, we have an eagle eye to make sure that women benefit along all our business streams and programs. We believe that we need tailor-made access for women in the EIT CECs activities in the field of business support activities, such as accelerators, specifically designed and developed for women. We also think that we need educational activities for women, including that level of secondary school, higher education, as well as on professional levels, and of course also innovation activities. To get this in practice really implemented and not having just nice words in some sort of papers, we have started to do gender-sensitive planning and monitoring of work programs, business plans, and budget. We believe this is key. In addition, we also make sure that actually experts who are supporting the evaluation of our business plans and grant reporting are women. We have around 55% of women here who are delivering this work together with us, and this has changed over the past 10 years. We started with 10% only. We've also made a gender diversity criterion in CEC management, a criterion for the annual funding award for all EIT knowledge and innovation communities, and we can see that this actually really pays off. as around 45% of women are part of the management positions in the KICs. So this is more about the internal machinery, but now a couple of examples that how all of this translates into activities and in programs. To empower women to become innovators and entrepreneurs, we have understood very soon that we have to start early on. That's why the EIT has started to running entrepreneurship programs and digital workshops for young women aged 12 to 18. And this was mentioned before. It's the Skills for Future and the Girls Go Circular. And you will hear more about this in the afternoon. And I'm glad that this is part of the program. To date, we have more than 1,600 women that have been trained with our activities across entire EU. And we're proud to say that we're actually going especially to places where women are probably even more underrepresented in STEM areas. We're also putting extra money into these efforts if it's needed. Further along the way, we have to offer a wide range of programs specifically dedicated to women. Just to name a few in this context, EIT Health. EIT Health has called We Health, a campus project that enhances the participation of women in health innovation and entrepreneurship. It's really capacity building training to advance professional careers in this area. EIT Food has a program which is called Hungry Sheepreneurs, a series of workshops which aims to give solutions to challenges women face in the agri-food sector on a daily basis. Again, EIT Raw Materials, it has an NG project, it's called, and it's encouraging girls to study geosciences and engineering. It aims at girls between the age of 13 and 18 years old. So I could continue this list for a long, and I don't want to do that, but what I want to make clear here that it is crystal clear that women have to be part of the equation, and it has to be streamlined for everything we do as the EIT, but also the KICs. We need more female role models in innovation and business, and especially in entrepreneurship. We need to also champion successful women. And that is also why we had invented or created an EIT Women Award in 2018 to recognize talented and inspiring women entrepreneurs. While nothing is good, actually, that it couldn't be improved, and we are completely aware of that, but we believe that we have managed to pave the way for quite a range of talented women that we actually see regularly in the awards, but also in other categories, of course, who are making their way and creating their businesses. As an example of one of the winners we had in 2019 is Mrs. Sarah Guimaraes Gonzalez. She has her company created called Trigger System. It reduces environmental impact of irrigation agriculture activities in Europe by tackling excessive use water in irrigation through control system. Why this sounds very technical, but it shows that a lot is happening. And Sarah is just one of the many talented and inspiring women we actually have in the EIT community. So let me close by passing the message. We're doing a lot, and we're pushing this point very much on our agenda, and it's in the heart of the EIT. And I would like to use this opportunity also to thank the organizers actually now for the excellent preparation of this event. And I wish you further fruitful discussions during the day. And I'm also looking forward to hear more about the Girls Go Circular. Thank you, and bye-bye from Budapest.